Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth. I go by the username Be More Creative both here on Flosstube and on Instagram. Today I'm here with Flosstube number 25 and I do apologise, it is absolutely boiling in this room. I have obviously turned the fan off for filming, but in the UK it is very hot. I'm actually currently filming on Thursday. I don't know what the date is today. Thursday the 21st of July. It is really close to the end of the summer school here, so I've only got a couple more days. On Sunday I will hopefully be travelling back, fingers crossed, with my parents, as hopefully they'll be able to make it over to the UK. They're seeing some family and stuff, and then they'll be travelling back. If not, I will be in an airport and waiting for my flight on Monday. So I will be travelling back to France, where it is apparently a little bit cooler than it is in the UK. So yes, I am looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to a nice 5-week vacation. I have got no plans, so hopefully lots and lots of stitching time. So the past it's a week and a half for me, but the past 2 weeks since I last filmed, I have been stitching an awful lot. I've had a very different schedule to how I normally do, which means I've had the mornings where I'm not working, and I've worked every afternoon and every evening. So that meant I got a good couple of hours of stitching time in the morning, and I managed to get a lot of projects finished. So in this video, I'm going to obviously show you my normal finishes, whips, any new items I bought, but I'm also going to show you the items that I'm taking over with me to France. I often get asked, when I am traveling, what am I going to be taking? What do I take to stitch? Do I just buy new stuff when I'm there? And we go from there. So not everything that I'm showing you is 100% definite I'm taking. I will show you the maybe pile. There are a couple of things that I'm like, do I want to take it? Do I not? They're things that I've really wanted to start for a while but haven't started. So those last few items will be decided last minute as I'm packing my suitcase. Do I have space for it? Do I want to take it? But the answer is yes, I do often buy some bits when I'm there. I'm hoping this year I've got quite a few projects that I want to get some work on. But there's always new things that come out, or when I'm looking online, there may be I need some new threads or things, and then I will pick up a chart or two at the same time. But let's start with the finishes. Now the first finish I actually have is one that I have designed myself, and I haven't done any designing for quite some time. But I thought this one was quite appropriate. Let me find something to put this on. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. So this is Summer Heatwave 2022, and this actually is going to be a free chart for you guys. I will list it down below. I designed it for myself to go into my stitching journal. I have done little ice creams down the side. I've done ice lollies. I just thought I wanted something, as I'm doing a stitching journal, I wanted something to represent this summer heat wave. Now for this I actually used paint box threads. Now this is, I think you can only get them from Love Crafts, and they came out I think a year and a half ago. I've had these sat in my stash. I bought the full set of 200 to see what the colours were like. They are absolutely gorgeous. Now there are a couple of things with these. When I first got them is when they first came out, so the batch that I have could be slightly different. They could have fixed some of their faults. One thing I did notice, they were lovely to stitch with. I had no problems with the thread fraying or anything like that. I did stitch this on a 16 count French country mocha, so it is like a softer Aida. It's not hard, and I'm sorry, I should have ironed this before showing it to you, but the colours are absolutely gorgeous. However, I bobbinated even, and I'm just going to show you. I bobbinated all of the threads, and I did mine into warms and cool colours. One thing I did notice is when I was actually bobbinating them, some of them were like the threads were cut in the skein, so they weren't a full 8 meter solid. There are some that were tied together, or they had breakage on them. and also the threads, the strands of threads were coming apart. However, when I've stitched with them, you realign them and they stay together. So I'm not really sure. That for me is not really an issue. These I am going to be taking with me because there is a range of different colours. Now there are a couple of colours that I currently have out of here and in projects, but just so you can see, there is a range of colours. Now, are these going to replace my DMC? No, I do still love my DMC, but these are a really nice alternative, and these work brilliantly for my embroidery. I have a set that is just embroidery, and these were originally that set. I'm going to be taking them away, so I do have more options of colours to stitch with, but they are really nice. And if you wanted to try something other than DMC, especially with the DMC price going up, these, they do have, as you can see, a wide selection of colours, and they do stitch up really nicely. So yes, there are some breakages on the skeins when I was bobbinating. I keep saying bobbinating them, but that was something easily to get over. The strands, when you actually start stitching with them, if you align them, they stay together. That's not an issue, and that worked out really well. So this is the little piece that I've designed. This will be down in the description box below if you would like it. I just thought it was quite appropriate for the time, and it was a super quick and fun little stitch, and meant that I got to test out those paint box threads for stitching, for cross stitch. So that worked out really well. The paint box threads, I believe you can only get them from Love Crafts, which is also kind of the other reason why I was I'm still going to be doing my DMC, because my larger projects are always going to be DMC, because if I'm in France, I can pick up DMC. If I'm in the UK or if I'm traveling, you can get DMC in pretty much every country. So, and they're similar, like there's not too much difference in the dye of those ones. So Love Crafts, you can get them individually. I think they're 60p a skein when I looked. That was about 2 weeks ago, so it is cheaper than DMC. If you are interested in getting, they do have like little basic starter packs, which are quite cool actually. I quite liked the idea of the starter packs to test it out. I ended up getting the full set because at the time I really wanted to see what the colours were like, and also I was also thinking about my embroidery, so if they didn't work for cross stitch, they would have been fine for embroidery. So I bought the full set, and I think one of the cross stitching magazines, I'm not sure if it's World of Cross Stitch or Cross Stitcher, they always have a advert for Love Crafts which has a code in there for a reduction. So I think at the time I got 15% off my set, which brought the price down quite a lot. I think I paid about £60 for the full, 60 to £70 for the full set with the discount. If you just have a look in the latest issue of Cross Stitch magazine, I get mine on Readly, so I could have a look on there. But there is generally a Love Crafts discount, and also Love Crafts in the UK delivers really quickly. So that is a really nice option. I really enjoyed stitching with them. I was a little bit nervous at first because of how I felt when I first got the threads and I bobbinated them, but afterwards when I stitched up this piece, it was really easy, really nice to stitch, and definitely they will be coming with me. So that is my first finish, and that chart, if you are interested in stitching it, if you would like to remember this summer heat wave, or if you would like to change it, it's very easy to just change it. One of my friend's little girls has said, oh, can I just have my name? So I may be restitching this with just her name. She wants that as a little patch on her school bag, so I'll be doing that for her soon. The next one is actually a project that I must have started when I was taking time off YouTube. I probably started this maybe Easter holidays, April, May time, but I really didn't get much done. I got the outline of the woman done and the red on her dress. That was it. So this is Spirit of Holiday Baking by Brooks Books Publishing, and I have loved these for a while. I wanted something gingerbread themed because you guys know that last year I did my gingerbread tree, and I was doing a lot of the stitching with the housewives, gingerbread ornaments. Those I still have, I absolutely love, and I think this would look really nice with them, maybe even as an angel topper. So I haven't, as I said, a lot of the pieces that I'm going to show you now, I don't have any FFOs, just because I don't have any of my stuff with me to be able to FFO anything. But I have fully stitched all of the pieces. So this is the first part, and yes, I did stitch some of them upside down. I was just turning it around, whatever made it easier for me. So I'll move this a little bit closer. She is fully stitched. She's got her cross stitch, her back stitch, and is beaded, and I absolutely loved these. I definitely would be stitching. I love the shading. I'm not sure if you can see it on this little gingerbread little guy over here. The shading on that is absolutely stunning. And then if I turn it this way, you'll be able to see there's her apron and the gingerbread house. So that is the first part. So you've got all your different elements that I need to cut out and I need to piece together. And then the last part is I stitched her wings. So I am really, really happy with how that turned out. Absolutely love that. That was my first time doing a Brooks Books, and definitely will be going back again. I was a little bit worried at first because I was like, this takes an awful lot of supplies. There's quite a few DMCs, Mill Hill beads, which I've never stitched with, Kreinicks, which I've never stitched with, but it was so fun, it was so easy, and really, really enjoyable. So I definitely will be doing some more of these. Hopefully when I'm back September, October time, I will get these finished. So that is my second finish for this week. The next one is Puntini Puntini put out a free chart on her blog, Instagram. So she listed it on Instagram is where I saw it, and then you click the link through. So this I thought was absolutely adorable. Please enter your pin, and I'm really excited because the pins are going to be coming out at market. So I believe that's end of August is the next needlework. It's the online one. Really, really excited about that. So I have finished that, and I used just a variety of different DMCs for this. I'd already kitted up a sewing project, so I'm just trying to think what the fabric is for this. I know it is a X Ju Designs. I believe it's something like biscuits or something similar to that. It's a 20 count, and yes it is, it's biscuits. So it's this gorgeous brown colour. I really apologise for the lighting, it's quite difficult because I've had to shut the curtains to try and keep some of the heat out. So my lighting is a little bit off, and I love the way my satin stitches worked out for that. So that was my finish. If you would like to get your hands on this chart, it is a freebie. Go and check out her page, absolutely stunning. And I really am thinking over the summer I may purchase off of her Etsy shop the stitching chart. I've wanted that for a while, and I'm thinking about doing a couple of different stitching pieces so I can have like a little bowl of finishes for my stitching projects. So put those down. I then have two more finishes. I got a lot done, as I told you. So last time I said I was planning to start this series, which is the White Christmas by Hands On Designs, and I was going to start with the first one, which is Noel. And I am using all of the called for threads. I believe there is one that I didn't have, so I substituted it with a DMC, but I believe most of them are the called for, and I have finished that one. And I'm stitching this on 16 count Aida French Country Golden by Permin. And then I was enjoying this one so much that as soon as I finished that, I decided to jump straight to the next one in the series, which I'm not doing them in order, by the way. I'm just randomly picking whichever one comes out of my bag next, which was North Pole Trading Company. And I have also finished that one. So I have 2 of those in my series, and this series is really making me feel like maybe I should change the theme of my office Christmas tree this year, and maybe rather than having the gingerbread, go to like a wintry theme. And I'll show you some of the Mill Hill kits that I purchased because I wanted to stitch on perforated paper a little bit more. With those, it really does look like I might be changing the theme. The gingerbread may even be coming in my bedroom. I'm not 100% sure yet. But I am still going to be stitching gingerbread. I'm just really loving the kind of the white Christmas theme. So next, I do have a couple of whips. Now, both of these ones I'm working on are on the same fabric. So I have the French Cuisine by Hands On Designs and Summer House Stitchworks. Absolutely love this one. I did run out of threads, so I did place an order from Peakside Needleworks for some new threads. And I'm stitching this. This is a 20 count X Ju Designs in Ghostly Shadows. However, I am doing mine 2/2 to make it a 10 count because I realised it was going to be really, really small. And I wanted this as an individual sign, so I needed it a bit bigger. So I have just got the top section left and the back stitching to do. I'm absolutely loving how this one is stitching up. It's so much fun to stitch. It is really, really nice. So really excited about how that one looks. As you can see, I am mid-stitch. There is a thread hanging down there. I was stitching on this morning, but absolutely loving how this one is turning out. So that is a piece that I'm hopefully going to finish by the next Flosstube. The next one that I'm stitching, as I said, is also on the same fabric, and I am doing the drawn thread, the kitchen garden. You might be able to see a little bit of a theme going on there. But with this one, I am pulling my own colours. So I'm not following much of the colourway at all. I've got this much done, which is the very first plant, the pepper plant and the bird. And as I said, I went through, I looked at the picture and went, okay, so I need this many dark greens, I need this many light greens, I need blue, I need brown. And I have just picked a selection of Gentle Arts, Classic Colourworks and Weeks Dye Works. And as I'm going, I am just randomly pulling a colour for each section. So I'm really I've only just really started this project. Now this was a whip. I had stitched the first row of the plant and now I'm just carrying it on. This one I am setting aside until my French Sorry guys. You're currently balanced on a box on top of my wheelie chair, and as I moved, you fell over. So, do apologise. Yes, so that is how far I've got on that one. As I said, I am focusing on the French kitchen one, and then this one will be the next focus piece. So, really, really enjoying how that one is coming along. And I really love those earthy tones. The next one, I haven't got too much done on either of these. They kind of were started and then kind of put away. So the first one is Barbara Anna Designs Dreaming Van Gogh. And I am doing this on a random piece of 14 count, I believe it's 14 count, Navy Aida that I found in some cross stitch fabric that I was about to donate, and then this one I just thought, oh, that's perfect. And I've literally just started on her dress. As you can see, I'm still mid-stitch on this one. So on this one, I am using paint box threads. So I have pulled, what I did was I had a look at my DMC chart. I've got the one with the thread shades in it. I looked at the numbers and then I went through the paint box threads and went, oh, which one does this, what colour do I have that suits it best? So I am using paint box threads for those and really enjoying that one. I've only just started it, but I do love stitching with Barbara Anna Designs. and these are super fun and quite easy to stitch up. So that one, I started it I think 2 nights ago and started it at like 10 p.m. I got a couple of stitches in and then went to bed. The next one I am really excited about. I haven't got much done because, as I said before, I am concerned because I am struggling with this fabric a little bit, but that's because of my eyesight. And that is the Autumn Lane Stitchery Dark Queen of the Seas. Now, I did say I did subscribe to this at the time. I ordered the fabric that was called for by Under the Seas Fabric. I got the 28 count Lugana, and I really enjoyed starting it. I only got a little bit done. Which way does it go? So I have started, this is my fabric, I have started on the first fish. So I've got some done. This one is hopefully going to be something I work on a lot over the summer. Obviously with the better sunlight I can see it a little bit easier, but this is one where I do have to rest my eyes in between. This is a fabric that the holes are quite small on it. It's an even weave, which I don't have a problem with, but the piece is so detailed I just need to make sure that my eyes are rested enough to stitch on it. But this is something that I will be working away at. Do I think I'm going to get it done over the summer? I really want to, but it is it's a very big piece. It was a year-long stitch along. I would like to make very good progress on it, so that way I could stitch it as I go along, just little piece by little piece. But we'll see how we go. I may even just do it as my own 12-month long stitch along and just do a part each month and just take my time stitching it. I just want to get it stitched, especially because I am doing the second one and I would love to have the series displayed all together. But there are no rules in stitching, and if I want to put it down for a while, I can put it down. If I want to stitch on it as much as I want to, that's how it's going to be. So I absolutely love it. I am still debating on what fabric I'm going to order. I'm probably going to wait until closer to end of August. Yes, I may be late to starting the next one, but I want to, obviously we're going away and things like that and not being here, and it's coming from the US. I'm not sure if I'm going to get hit by customs, so I want to make sure I order it closer towards the time. I know it's going to take some time to get in, but I've got plenty to be stitching. There's no rush. So one of the questions I get asked quite a lot is what am I going to be taking away with me? Because I go away for the summer, I have to pack up all my stuff. What do I do? So generally my holidays are split up. So there's time where I'm away from the school. I do apologise, I've got pins and needles in my foot and I've moved the camera in. So there are times where I'm away from the school, like the past couple of weeks I was away from the school but I knew I was coming back, so I took some more projects and then I exchanged them. The ones that I finished I obviously leave here and then I just pick up some new ones. What I am planning to take away with me for definite is a project that I've started recently, but I think it's going to be a restart because I don't like the fabric. I want to do it on a higher count fabric, and that is, if I can find the cover page, is this one. Is Boffy's Threads London Kit. It came with a 16 count Aida. I just want to do it 1/1, so I want to go to probably an 18 or a 20 count. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I absolutely love this pattern. I love the design, and this is something my sister picked out, so it will eventually be for her. It won't be for her moving into her flat, it will be for something afterwards, so a birthday or a Christmas mate. So yes, so this is that piece that is going to be for my sister, so that one will definitely be coming with me. I just need to work out the fabric that I'm going to be changing it with. I did make a start on this one. I did get quite a decent like stitching start, but I just know, I don't know, I'm like half tempted just to carry on with it as it is, but the fabric is so stiff and so hard that I'm really struggling with it. And as it is full coverage, I just don't know whether it's worth just doing it on a fabric that I will enjoy. So I have still got my original start in here. I've got all the threads as it came as a kit. but that one will definitely be coming with me. The other one that will definitely be coming with me is this one, Welcome Little Sausage by Boffy Threads. It's one of their greeting card sets. That one will definitely be coming with me. I quite like those really small Boffy Threads ones because I can make them into little flat folds. I can put them in my journal, and there's so many things that I could do with that set, and it's a lot easier than having the bigger ones because I don't have anywhere to display them. The other one that I'm going to be taking, this is actually a whip that I started that I don't think I've shown you. This is the Heirloom Christmas Stockings. Now I was really lucky. A couple of years ago when I first started, I found this book for £20 on Amazon. And I am currently working on, I think I'm working on that one. This is where you find out that I've forgotten which one I'm working on. Yes, I am working on the Holiday Study, which is this one here. For a second then, I was a bit worried that I'd forgotten what I'm working on. So this I am stitching on the called for 25 count mushroom Lugana, which is absolutely stunning, and that is how far I've got. The little needle minder is really adorable. It's from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So that one is definitely coming with me, and that is my second big project that I am taking. Some of the smaller projects I am taking, I am working on, as I said, my sister's ornaments this year. So I need to be taking the 3 little musical ornaments I've got. I've got the drum, the Holiday Harmony kit, I've got the harp, and I've got the mandolin. I have 4 of the little beaded holiday sets. I have the Crystal Snowflake, Aqua Mist Snowflake, the Azure Medallion, and the Sapphire Opal. Do I know I'm going to get all these done? I'm not sure, but those like stitch up so quick that I thought I might as well take them, and then that goes with my white Christmas theme. I'm also taking the Jim Shore Snowman with lights and the Snowman with cocoa. And yes, I'm just going to take a second and I'll be right back. I do apologise, I got a phone call which cut me off. So the other projects, now I am going to be taking my embroidery threads, my paint box threads, and I will probably take my DMC shade card. I'm definitely taking this one. That's definitely going. This one I'm kind of on the fence about. Yes, I use it all the time. I do love it, and especially because I'm not going to be taking multiple DMCs with me for newer projects, but I'm just not sure as to whether I'll be taking this or whether I should actually buy another one to have in France, because as I said, I use it all the time. Between traveling to France at Christmas, I was really missing this because I was starting a couple of I did do a couple of new pieces, so I'm not sure. I'm either going to be taking my original copy that is getting a little bit beaten up, or I will definitely be buying a copy, and I want to get the one with the floss inside. So maybe buying another one, may not. It depends as well if I can actually get those, because when I looked online, they were sold out. I then have a selection of different fabrics. Most of these are 16 count. I always take Chalkboard Black Aida by Permin. This is the 16 count. I always take a piece with that because if I want to stitch something with stitching with the housewives, things like that, I generally take that. And then I just have a selection of neutrals. I have the new Swigart Artichoke, the light green. I have the Permin French Gold, Country Golden. I have the Country Mocha and the Country Latte. And then I just have a couple of other ones. I have like a white Swigart modelled with the grey. I'm not sure if that's smoky or what that one's called. and then just a mushroom, probably an 18 or a 20 count, I'm not quite sure. So I do take a couple of different pieces of fabric with me, 16, 18, 20 counts. Mainly the 16 count because I generally want to make ornaments. I want to make smalls that I can get done nice and quickly. The other two cross stitch pieces that I'm debating whether I'm going to take. The first, these are both options for my August summer camp, the Colorado cross stitch summer camp. So it's either going to be, I've never stitched a Silver Creek sampler, so it's either going to be the Por Favor one, or it's going to be at least one of the small pillows of All Things Cross Stitch. This is an Annabelle's Needle Arts chart, Annabelle's chart. So she also has a Flosstube. She's shown this before. I absolutely love every single one of these. I'm just not sure, like my goal would be to do at least one pillow, so that way I tend to pick smaller charts for the summer cross stitch challenge, so that way I can keep up with it, but I can vary my stitching and get other things. But I do want to do the large sampler at some point and the pillows. I'm just not sure which one is going to be coming. They may both come, but I'm not sure which one's going to be my challenge for that month. I would be stitching this on the same one, on the Biscuit X Ju Designs. And in here I also have a couple of other charts that I have printed. These are all freebies, so I will show them from a distance. On Fat Quarter Shop you can find the I'm Just Saying, the Laurie Holtz one. That's her new alphabets and things. I've got a Tiny Modernist, the sewing room. I've got a Teresa Koga, this was the Nashville 2020 freebie, Create Every Day. Manny Denona, Friends, A Thread of Love. And I've got the Laurie Holt Be In My Bonnet with Fat Quarter Shop, Granny Square Stitch Along. So those I have got printed off and just tucked inside, because I kind of feel like all of those go along in the same theme, so I just tuck them inside this chart. And for those I'll probably be using the same thread, so everything is cohesive. So on the list of things that I'm not sure whether I'm taking, I put out a vote the other day as to which one of these I should start first, Fall on the Farm or Farmhouse Christmas. Fall on the Farm did win. I'm really hesitant. I'm going to see, because there are so many projects I want to get some progress on. I don't know. I have got up to part 7. Obviously 8 and 9 will be arriving. These I've got on auto ship from Peakside Needleworks with the threads and things like that. But these ones, 8 and 9 will arrive where I'm gone. I'm just not sure. Am I going to take it? Am I going to start it? I've had it kitted up, and I have got the piece of 16 count Country French Cafe Mocha that I'm going to be stitching it on. I've got all of the threads because, as I said, I got the threads auto shipped with the patterns. I'm not sure. So I've wanted to start one of these series for a while. I haven't started either of them, but it's on the maybe pile. So if I'm going to have another look through, probably while I'm editing this video, it will make my decision a little bit easier. So that's on the maybe pile. The other one that is on the maybe pile is all kitted out. There's multiple fabrics in here as well. And this I just think would be so much fun and so easy to stitch. And I'm going to do these probably individual, is 12 Christmas Carols by Tiny Modernist. I just think those would stitch up so easily, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. But the reason I'm hesitating is I'm wondering, do I put this to one side and have this as my theme next year? Because I do want to be stitching ornaments each year. I really want to continue to grow my ornament stash. And also I have this vision that when I have my own house, I'm going to have like little Christmas trees in multiple areas of the house and then one big tree. So my gingerbread tree, I've always imagined all of those ornaments ending up in the kitchen, and that's like an ongoing theme. I now have got the white Christmas ornaments, and with all of these kind of snowy coloured ornaments, that I'm actually thinking this one may be left behind this year, but I've just wanted to stitch this one for so long, so it's still in the maybe pile. However, this one is leaning towards staying here and stitching more white Christmas ornaments, because I really kind of feel like maybe I should stick with just one Christmas theme a year. The other one that I have kind of eliminated from the pile is I am subscribed to the Shannon Christine Designs series of her ornaments this year. I have got them, they're all kitted up, I'm just not going to take them with me. I decided that that one I'm going to leave and I'll stitch when I get back. So yeah. The other one I have here is I have got my Halloween bag. So this is filled with multiple different Halloween projects. I've got the Hands-On Designs Fright This Way series. I'm not sure, am I going to take all of these? Am I going to take one of these? I'm not sure, but they're in this bag that I wanted to stitch. I do think I should stitch a little bit of Halloween at some point. But then I also have the Tiny Modernist, the 3-part Halloween series that they released this year. I just think this is gorgeous, and really want to make this into like a flat fold. So I have got that one. That one's printed off and in this bag. I then have quite a few freebie Halloween patterns that I think would be quite fun to stitch up. Crochetta Go-Go, this was her Halloween freebie for 2019. I have her another one from her 2019 again. I have a Tiny Modernist, this was a Halloween freebie again. Another Tiny Modernist, Witch's Brew. This, I believe, is Mama Witch X Stitch. I just think this is adorable. This was one I was also debating, like, do I throw this in as a possible for my next month's challenge. It is a little bit bigger than I normally do. It's 131 by 128, but I really want to stitch this up smaller on like a higher count. That's on 14 count fabric. It is 23, like nearly 24 centimeters by, it's roughly 24 by 24 centimeters, a little bit smaller. But I'm wondering if I stitch that up on bigger count, like on a 20 count fabric, how that would look. So I have got that one. And then the other one I've got here is another Mama X Witch one. Happy birthday, Mr. King. I just think those two are really cute. So yeah, I'm just debating what I want to take with me from this bag. So I will be taking a couple of Halloween pieces. I have also got in this bag, I've got 2 pieces of my Wild Porcini 18 count. This is what I stitched my Puntini Puntini designs on. I have also got all of the same Halloween colours I used for those. Those are kind of my general Halloween colours. I like them to match. I also have in here a 18 count, I think this is Mushroom. I wanted to say Picture This Plus, but it's not Picture This Plus. What's the one that is printed? Is that Picture This Plus? I don't know. I will put it somewhere on the screen. It's gone out of my head. But this is the same kind of colourway as these. And then I also have here, which is 28 count Brittany Lugana in Whisper Grey. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing this for my the Tiny Modernist sale. I'm just not sure. I was originally going to do it on this one, but I'm thinking I might want to do it on a smaller Aida. And I have got 2 skeins of 10 yards of onyx pulled out for the black in that. So I will be pulling certain items out of that. I kind of feel like maybe I'm going to take the freebies and leave the Hands-On Design here, just because I am stitching the White Christmas by Hands-On Design. I've also got my French kitchen. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the cross stitch. I am also going to be taking my English paper piecing quilt, as I am currently working on that. I will be taking my stitch book, which hopefully by the time that this video goes up, you would have seen. This is my embroidery, my creative journal. So yes, I will be taking this with me and working on that. And then I'm not sure, I do have this little set, I might take this with me. This is an English paper piecing by Pretty Fabrics and Trim. It is the star shapes, which I kind of feel like go with the white Christmas theme. So they are probably going to end up in the bag as well, because I do like mixing and doing other hobbies as well. So this video has probably been quite a long video. I know I've got a fair amount of editing to do, so thank you so much for sticking with me if you have stuck with me to watch the entirety of this video. I would ask you to vote, but the problem is I don't want you to feel like I'm ignoring you, because by the time this video goes up on Sunday, I will already be traveling. Either I will be traveling to go towards the airport and staying until my flight on the Monday, or I will be in the car traveling back to France. So I would have made a decision long before then. But let me know what you think of any of the projects. Do you have any of the projects? Are you going to stitch? Tell you what we can vote on, which would be nice if you could help me out, is do I do one of the pillows, or do I do the Silver Creek sampler, por favor? Because both of these I think are coming with me. They will probably both be stitched at some point. This one may travel back with me, but this one I do want to get some of it stitched. So which one do you think I should do for the August? One of the pillows or this? So let me know down in the comments below what one you think. Now, before I go, I do just want to do a couple of shout outs for YouTubes that I've been watching at the moment. As I said, I am just getting back into the Flosstube world. I had to take a little bit break, so I've been catching up on videos. So Stitching with the Twins, I believe they've come out since I left, and now I'm back, so I'm really excited. Love their Flosstube. I love the twins. Stitching, absolutely gorgeous. I know they're going through some hard times at the moment, so my thoughts are with them, and hopefully everything gets sorted out. And yeah, so hopefully everything gets sorted out. But absolutely love the twin stitching. Really, really love them. And their mum is lovely as well. So definitely check them out. Craftivating Creations, she did a whip parade, absolutely gorgeous. She had some amazing news in her video, so I'm not sure if she watches this, but congratulations once again. And she had so many stunning whips, absolutely gorgeous. And then a new YouTuber that I found is Pearls and Pondering. So I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. I believe she's based in Wales, and I've watched her first Flosstube, and then I've watched her whip parade, sorry. And she also had some gorgeous projects, some projects that I wouldn't have originally looked at stitching, but now I've seen her progress on it, it does really interest me. But yes, and she is also collecting mirabilia charts. Now, I don't have too many mirabilias, but that's something that I would like to look into stitching some more, so I'll definitely be looking at her channel for progress on that. But if you haven't subscribed to them already, go check them out. I will list their channels down below. Stitching with the Twins, Craftivating Creations, and Pearls and Pondering. So yes, that is it for now. I am going to clear up this mess. I've got to pack my suitcases because I'm working for the next 2 nights. So I need to make sure I get them packed today. So yes, thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you for all your support, and I will see you very soon. Hopefully with a lot more stitching. Happy stitching, guys!